working alongside of our brothers here. We're putting the floor in for the church. This is just one of over 200 projects we've done over the past 10, 15 years. And we work alongside with the local church when they evangelize an area, get a group going. We come in and help them to build a building, but many times it's an expansion because the building is already full of believers and they need to make it bigger. I came to a village like this at the end of the road, and it's about 5 hours north of Nebaj. And the pastor came and he said, in our village we don't have water, we don't have electricity, we don't even have a school building. But our biggest need is to build a place where we can worship God. Once the church building is built, many times the pastors don't have access to theological education. Many of them will be pastoring a church of over 100 people and they have never been able to study the Bible and they can't afford to go to a seminary in Guatemala City. So that we have our extension program where we teach them the Word of God for 2 years. We bring the studies to them right outside their town here. We get the pastors together into an extension location. They study the Word of God for 2 years, they graduate, and then they're better able to pastor their churches.
We are in the process of making a ministry center out of our 24 acres in Nebaj. And we have a dream of bringing kids from the villages and having camps and maybe pairing up teams from the U.S. to put on camps.
That's just one of the purposes of the property that we're developing in Nebaj. The other thing that we would like to do on that property is prepare people for ministry and prepare Guatemalans to go out as missionaries. One of our main emphasis has been to make sure churches get planted in the farthest villages. There's about 150 Ixil villages all around in these mountains. And the ones that are the farthest out are hard to get to, but that's kind of been our goal. Terri has been working in Santa Rosa where you ride in the back of one of these trucks and then she has to hike or ride a mule for 3 hours over a mountain to get to the village.
When we first got out there, a lot of people were mad, like they wouldn't grind the corn of the lady keeping me. Or they let the mules out in the middle of the night just to harass the person that let me ride a mule up the mountain. And a lot of them wouldn't drink this nutritional drink at first, but now everybody's drinking it. And the kids look better. There's 33 Christians now. Their lives are being transformed. Once a month I go out with Pastor Leach down this road and take a children's program. My heart is to reach the young generation so that they can grow up without the bondages of their parents. But it's been a lot of fun to get to know people that have been locked away in time for the last 30 years and haven't had any outsiders visit them.
One of the ways that the church in the United States gets involved in this is obviously coming down, sending a work team. The manual labor and the help on the ground is wonderful, but also the experience that the team members get. Many of them have come to me by the end of the week and said, Mike, I want to get more involved in missions. I want to help my church where we're at in the United States, reach out to the homeless, reach out to the poor. And that's what we're all about. This is a two-way street. You know, the churches in the United States, they send help our way, but also we hope to send back to them young people and people in church that are fired up to minister and share the gospel in the United States.